is a horse battle, tag team warfare, and it is already off and running. Referee Kevin Pierce calls for the bell, but I dare say it may take more than Kevin Pierce to hold these four men apart from each other.
We may need an actual brute squad in here to hold back the Brutes and the Dawsons.
Two of the hardest hitting, heaviest handed tag team combinations you'll see anywhere. Jimmy Parker off the apron onto the pile of bodies. The Brutes not typically known for their finesse. They're known for just like that, sending people into the apron, sending people into the floor, kicking their teeth down their throat. The same exact thing that the Dawson brothers are known for. Cecil Scott, this one's going to be a fight, plain and simple.
I will be literally shocked if we see an actual wrestling hold in this match.
All four of these guys can wrestle, but when you put this many combustible elements together like we are seeing, this close to our anniversary supercard battlecade, it's going to be violent, and someone could very easily get hurt and possibly even miss the big card.
Yeah, absolutely. And these both of these teams, you know, call back to great tag teams like Hanson and Brody, you know, Doc and Gordy, teams like that. Just big bruising type tag team.
T.L. Hopper and Abe Knuckleball Schwartz.
Yeah, that was a very bruising tag team to my psyche.
Look at Mark James firing away at Big Dave Dawson.
And Mark James, man, this dude is just he is as hard hitting and as brutal as they get in that ring.
The Brutes have uprooted Grant Sawyer out of his corner. I can't remember anybody else ever doing that in CWF history. Oh boy, oh!
Man, you see Dave Dawson flying like that.
2-2 as we finally get these teams settled into their corners. Jimmy Parker catches the PWI champion, and they drill him with the Sidewinder.
It's smart move by Zane Dawson. And Dave back in. I'm not even sure who the legal man is at this point. I think it's still Dave Dawson.
Looks like Dave Dawson and Jimmy Parker, unless he switches out to Mark James, which he has just done. Referee Kevin Pierce is doing a good job so far of keeping these four animals apart.
And this is so far as advertised.
Very much so. Shot right to the kidneys from Mark James, but Big Dave Dawson keeps on moving forward. Ref Kevin Pierce trying to get him out of the corner. Ooh, we talked about the heavy hands of all four. There may be no four harder hitters in the region than these four.
And these are the kind of guys that I'm very glad I never had to wrestle a whole lot of times in my career.
Yeah, absolutely. These guys know how to bust up people's insides, plain and simple.
I got lucky and caught Jimmy Parker when he was a rookie.
Ooh. Fingers in the eyes. Fingers in the eyes from the PWI champion.
Is there a more vile human being in CWF than Zane Dawson?
You won't catch me saying that.
Wait,
Dawson,
we're way over here.
Dawson and James. Oh, beautiful back elbow.
And see, that just goes to show, man, it's only been a couple of minutes, but these four are just such heavy hitters. You can see the fatigue already on Mark James.
Yeah, absolutely. In there with these guys, a couple of moments feels a lot longer. Oh! Jimmy Parker hits the post and the whole ring move. Mark James sent hard to the floor. And for four hard-hitting heavyweights, the pace in this one has not slowed down for even a moment.
What a drop kick by the big man, Dave Dawson.
Cover! I think you just lost your money.
That's still not a wrestling hold.
More finesse than I thought we were going to see.
Dave's one of those guys, he always kind of surprises you with his athleticism. And choking the man on the ropes. Got referee Pierce distracted.
Ooh, not only has he got the throat across the rope, he's got that arm. Good Lord.
And now again, just trying to rip the face apart.
Dawson's are downright mean and nasty, and they just sent the shoulder of Parker into the canvas. That same shoulder that rang into the ring post, they just sent the shoulder into the canvas.
You know what? And they may make even words here. We might get some strategy. And we got a bit of an armbar. Of course, he's trying to rip the fingers off the hand at the same time.
Both these teams very accomplished. Many regional championships between these two duos. Both of them perennial contenders to the Mid-Atlantic Tag Team Championship. Knee right to the face, and Dave Dawson puts a combination. And I'll take your money now, Cecil Scott.
What money?
Russian leg sweep.
Wow, I'm saying what money?
Taking all your Oreos then. It's all you got for sustenance, and I'm taking all of them.
You can take my booking fee for tonight.
I need more than that. Dave Dawson, relentless on that arm like a dog gnawing on a bone.
He could kind of step into this and get him a Chimera if he wanted to.
Yeah, he could. Jimmy Parker firing away here. Oh, he caught him. Look at the strength of Dave Dawson.
He went for the right move. He tried to make the tag.
Reminded me of the old American Gladiators when you got to dive through the obstacle.
Right.
Jimmy Parker had the right idea, but Dave Dawson just too big and too strong, and he prevented Jimmy Parker from reaching his destination. Side slam, great teamwork from the Dawsons. Cover, 2 and only 2.
Yeah, I think Mark James definitely saved this match there. That was a heck of a combination of moves.
Well over a dozen regional championships between these two duos.
And it's kind of remarkable how well James and Parker mesh. They've only been teaming a couple of years now, actually. They traveled up and down the roads for a lot longer than that, however.
Very traditional approach. Oftentimes, back in the old days, you would see a youngster on the circuit pair with a veteran of the circuit. Very much like this duo that we are seeing here. Parker, however, wise beyond his years. Cover from Dawson. Almost beat him right in the center of the ring. Jimmy Parker's second generation in the sport. His father, Les Parker, was a veteran of the North Carolina Independent Circuit in the 80s and 90s. So Jimmy Parker, a lot like Trevor Lee, he grew up around wrestling. Oh, he almost made it. Oh, he almost had him, but Dawson is just too good.
He was so close, he actually missed the mark on that tag.
And did you see Dave Dawson stomping, not the rib cage, not the sternum, not the face. He stomped him right on that arm that they have been going to town on for several minutes. Mark James got to keep his attitude in check here. If he rushes the ring on the official, it will do more harm than good. The veteran Mark James knows it, but you've got to fight back your reflex to step in the ring, Cecil. It's harder than it looks.
Yes, it is. I mean, your emotions will get the best of you, and it allowed Zane Dawson to get a few more shots in out there on the floor.
They have isolated Parker. Cover! Only got 2. What great teamwork from the Dawsons. Look at how far Jimmy Parker is from his corner.
And he was so close, but now he's all the way back on that other side of the ring. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Just amazing tag team wrestling. And when you've got 2 men that are built like Mack trucks, 2 men that are built like tanks, that are made to bust up people's insides, and they work together as a team better than almost anyone, that makes them 2 of the most dangerous people on the circuit, bar none.
And, you know, and add to the fact that they're just really scummy humans.
Well, that will do well in a fight.
They don't really care who they hurt. I mean, with a guy like with Mark James and even Jimmy Parker, there is some sportsmanship. They are in there, you know, they want to win a contest. These Dawsons, they want to hurt people.
Absolutely, and it has brought Zane Dawson the Pro Wrestling International Heavyweight Championship on 2 occasions. Divorce courts the arm and drops the face of Parker into the canvas. One of my favorite moves in all of wrestling. Divorce court on the shoulder and drop his face in the mat.
Having taken it a few times, it's one of my least favorite holds in all of wrestling.
But you talk about effective, especially if you've weakened the arm like these Dawson boys have. Parker continues to fight on, but it may be a lost cause at this point in time.
And a dislocated shoulder, one of the worst injuries a wrestler can sustain. It's so hard for it to heal.
Dawson. Ooh, a rare mistake from Dawson. Oh, double clothesline. They both went down. A rare mistake from Dawson. He sent Parker closer to his corner than he's been in minutes. mode.
Right, and luckily for the Dawsons, Mark James wasn't really in position for the tag, but Parker very fortunately landed on his side of the ring off of that collision.
Oh boy.
Now is Dawson going to try to tag, or is he going to stop Parker?
Oh, he stopped Mark James.
That was the right move.
That was the right move. Dawson tagging out to Brother Dave, and now we are seeing the anxiety.
That was low.
Now we're seeing the anxiety in Mark James. Now we are seeing that he is thinking with his heart instead of his head. And as you keenly pointed out, Cecil Scott, a very questionable headbutt that the referee never saw because he was with Mark James.
Right, and don't think Dave Dawson's above going there. Or below going there.
I love Jimmy Parker and Mark James. I think they're two amazing athletes. I think they are two credits to our industry. However, point blank, the Dawson brothers have been playing the brutes like a flute this entire matchup. They have had Parker where they wanted him, and they have manipulated Mark James on the apron. Absolutely flawless tag team wrestling from the Dawson brothers. Although Dave may be wasting precious seconds, and he was!
Yes, he did. And Parker, if he has got a chance, if he's got an opportunity to tag, this is the one he better take.
I saw it happening in my mind's eye as I was speaking, that Dave Dawson was taking too long. The thing about guys like Parker and James, they may be down, but they are not out until they are out. And the brutes are still in this fight, Cecil Scott.
And Mark James, a house of fire right now, finally legally in this match.
Heads up. Spine buster?
Yes.
Oh, he will shatter a spine with that spine buster. He will break boards under the canvas with Mark James. And now the brutes putting teamwork together. Great resiliency on the part of Jimmy Parker, who is still in this fight after minutes of getting pounded on by the Dawsons.
And 3 major blows to Dave Dawson.
Coup de grace from the brutes here if he hits the kick. Oh, he got the knee, not the kick. Down, cover, 2. Oh.
And Dave Dawson barely there in time to break up that pin.
The Dawsons love that super kick Alabama slam combination. Parker was unable to get on the kick. Uh-oh. TKO? No, sir. Good Lord. Ref Kevin Pierce is trying to pry these two animals apart. Oh! Oh! Dave Dawson went low. Zane Dawson went high. Cover. And the Dawsons beat the brutes in a war.
Where's your boy Converse at, Cross? Where's your boy Converse at? Uh-oh, here we go now. Let's go right now. Oh, this is you. This is what you want. Let's go. Let's go right now. Come on. Come on. Come on.
And Ric Converse is here to possibly answer the call of Zane Dawson. These two have been jogging for weeks.
Come on. Get back. You want it? Let's go.
And Converse is making his way into the ring. Will he finally answer the challenge of one Zane Dawson?
Ric Converse, if you have something to say, the floor is yours.
New champ! New champ! New champ! New champ! New champ! New champ! New champ!
For years, CWF Mid-Atlantic was mine. And I was proud to be the guy who held the titles and done everything for this promotion. But now in the hands of guys like Arik Royal and Brand Attitude and Trevor Lee, looks like CWF Mid-Atlantic is in good hands.
About none of that.
And I'm going to let them have CWF Mid-Atlantic
And he's gonna take the
because I want the world.
Yeah!
my dead body. Over my dead body.
You got the guts? Battle Cane. Meet me right here.
It's your funeral, Converse. It's your funeral, Converse.
Ric Converse, you've had an open invitation